It's grammar time. Modal verbs of ability and
certainty,
what are modal verbs? They are auxiliary verbs or helping verbs that provide additional meaning to the verb of the sentence, such as ability, possibility, probability, permission, and obligation. Modal verbs are sometimes called modal auxiliary verbs because they help other verbs. Let's recognize them. Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, and ought to. Modals of ability, can and can't. We use them to talk about general ability and the present. In the affirmative, we use can plus the verb infinitive. Example, I can play computer games. In the negative form, we say can't plus the verb infinitive. I'd like you to notice that can't is a contraction. The strong form is cannot. Example, I can't go fishing. The interrogative form is can plus the subject plus the verb infinitive. Example, can she hold an elephant? The short answer is yes, she can, or no, she can't. Here in the picture, I can ski. She can ski on the snow. And in the other picture, she fell down, so she said, I can't ski. Could and couldn't. We use them to say that you did or didn't know something to do in the past. Here, I'd like you to take care so much about the tense of the sentence. You should be more careful to know what is the tense, to use can or to use could, to use can't or to use couldn't. In the affirmative form, in the past, we use could plus the verb infinitive. Example, by the time I was 4, I could read. Here, the sentence meaning is in the past because of course now maybe you are 10 or 11. So we are talking about the past, we use could. The negative form is couldn't plus the verb infinitive. And here, there is something else you should notice, that the contraction is couldn't and the strong form is could not. But of course we use the contraction couldn't. Example, I couldn't go to the party yesterday. The interrogative form is could plus the subject plus the verb infinitive. Example, could you use a computer when you were young? The short answer is yes, I could, or no, I couldn't. Here in the picture, when I was a child, I could draw. When I was a child, I couldn't swim. Will be able to and won't be able to. We use them to talk about general ability in the future. Here also I'd like you to take care that we talked about 3 tenses, the present, the past, and now the future. The present we use can or can't, the past we use could or couldn't, and now here in the future we use will be able to or won't be able to. The affirmative form is will be able to plus the verb infinitive, and here notice that the contraction of will is apostrophe double L. Example, next year I will be able to speak French. The negative form is won't be able to plus the verb infinitive. Here also won't is a contraction and the strong form is will not. But of course we use the contraction won't be able to. By the end of this year, I won't be able to win the match. The interrogative form is will plus the subject plus be able to plus the verb infinitive. Example, will you be able to drive a car? The short answer is yes, I will, or no, I won't. Example, next year I will be able to speak French. Modal verbs for
certainty,
or deduction. We are going to study modal of deduction only at the present for this year. Deductions means guesses based on known facts. You can use modal verbs and make deduction with them. In the present, if you are sure about something 100%, we use must be. And if you are sure that something is impossible 100%, you say can't be. And if you think that something is possible to happen, we use might be or maybe. Here we have an arrow, starts from up to down. At the top, it's extremely
certain,
positive 100% about something. So we use must be. Example, she must be on holiday. You are sure 100%. And after that, in the middle, it's 50%. It means that you think that it's possible. We use maybe or might be. Example, they may be or they might be sick. And at the bottom of the arrow, extremely certain, negative 100%, we use can't be. Mean that you are sure 100% that something is impossible to happen. Example, you can't be the criminal. Let's summarize what we have said. Modals of ability. In the present tense, affirmative form we use can, and the negative form we use can't. We use them to talk about things you are able to do at the present. Example, some people can sing. She can't swim. In the past tense, the affirmative form we use could, and negative form couldn't. We use both of them to talk about ability in the past. When I was young, I could ride a bike, but I couldn't climb a tree. The future tense. In the affirmative form we use will be able to, and in the negative form we use won't be able to. We use both of them to talk about ability in the future. Next week, I will be able to drive a car. By the end of the year, I won't be able to finish my project. Modals of
certainty.
In the present sample, we start with must be. It means that you are sure about something 100%. Then maybe or might be that you think that something is possible 50%. And can't be that you are sure that something is impossible to happen 100%.